All right. All right.
Pacha, pacha.
I love doing that. It's fantastic. It's fun. Isn't it fun? It makes the stream and the environment just feel a lot more joyful. And that's what we need to be in these times, right? Joyful. Practicing joy, you know? But what's good is me, your guy, all the way from Bed-Stuy Havo, here once again for another live drawing session. And it's good to see you all here, whether you're watching actively right now in the current time, or you're watching us in the future, like some sort of freaky time traveler or something. Whoa, it's me from the past. I'm trying to warn you. Wait, that doesn't work that way. Never mind. But I hope your week has been, excuse me, I hope your week has been going pretty well so far. Time is already flying. We already deep inside September. It's Thursday, September 4th. And didn't something came out today? Something came out today, I think. Oh, The Paper, the Office spinoff that came out today. I think an episode of Peacemaker might be out. I think an episode of Foundation might be out. And I also believe Wednesday is back, the Addams Family spinoff. I think Wednesday is back for the second half of its season to finish up. So I got a lot of stuff to watch. Oh, I started Alien Earth today. And I didn't know. I didn't know. I don't know if this is like old or if it's brand new to the series or the franchise, but I didn't know that there are three different types of synthetic life forms. You got cyborgs, synths, and hybrids, which I'm a little confused about because I feel like a cyborg is what a hybrid is, right? Because a cyborg is basically half human, half robot. But maybe a hybrid is something completely different once we finally see what that is in the actual context. But it's very interesting how they laid that out in the very beginning of the episode. I'm like, oh, okay, so we're going to be playing more with tech as well as the aliens too. And I don't know what I don't know the context of where this takes place, but as far as the timeline is concerned, but I'm excited to watch it either way. I didn't get a chance to finish the whole episode, so I barely started. I think I was in like the first 5-10 minutes, honestly. So still got some time to catch up on. But yeah, so we're gonna jump into some art making in just a second. I'm making sure that the TikTok side is also ready. Let me see. How does it know what I'm on? How does it know what topic I'm on? Get out of here. All that AI detection stuff is crazy. All right, so that's good. That's good. All right, save that. Oh, did I have a live? I don't even think I have the live goal set. Oh yeah, and by the way, tomorrow, if you're listening right now, if you're listening and a Patreon member, the time I'm gonna make a note of this before I go to bed tonight on Patreon. The time for tomorrow's stress test stream is gonna be shifted a little further up, back. It's gonna be pushed back. So instead of 10, most likely I'm gonna get on around like 12 or 1 because I have to do something. I have a thing to do in the morning, and I want to get that done immediately before I get into anything else. All right, so where is the? I'm trying to get the TikTok live goal set up as well. Where is the? Yeah, there it is. Galaxy. All right. Because if we reach that live goal of 15 galaxies, then we will do like actual proper drawing requests. You know, I do this for a living, so we can't just be out here. People just thinking that, oh, they're gonna say something and get a freebie like that. No, G, we're gonna make it interesting. But anyway, let's switch on over and show you what we're gonna do today, or what we're gonna work on tonight. Baja. It's Bemi. It's a drawing of Bemi that I actually put up today. Where is it? So I did this today. I don't know if y'all can see that, because I got a another sponsored item from Shuttle Art, set of markers, pastels. So I made something with them to show off the quality and whatnot, and it came out pretty good. I think it came out pretty good. So we're gonna do a digital version of it, and it's changed the vibe a little bit in there as well. Speaking of vibes, I forgot to mention this hat is a vibe. This hat is a vibe, and you can get it now on the Habtoons shop, habtoons.shop, alongside some amazing art prints and soon to be more apparel and digital comics as well. So go check that out. Thank you to everyone that has supported and purchased something, already this week. We're looking to get a couple of more orders. If we can get another order today, that'll be fantastic. If we get a couple more orders today, that'll be fantastic. Also, keep in mind this Saturday, September 6th, we are going to be at Magnolia Tree Earth Center for an art exhibition that I'm a part of, honoring the legacy and life of Hadi Carthon, environmentalist and activist, and the legacy of the Magnolia Tree Earth Center as well. There's going to be a ton of other things going on. There's a block party as well with some amazing organizations from the neighborhood. So we're going to have the Free Black Women's Library there. We're going to have the Laundromat Project there. Brooklyn Museum is going to be there too. So it's going to be a lot of different things, a lot of different people pulling up and showing out and supporting. It's a family-friendly event, so you can bring your kids, bring your anybody. Food, music, workshops, art workshops. It's going to be a good time, and all the work that's on display at the exhibition is on sale, and a percentage of the a percentage of your purchase will go towards funding the Magnolia Tree Earth Center's next fundraising project, which is to get a new boiler for the building. What's up, Co in the building? Sweaty Minds is also updated this week. This is an older. Hold on, I thought I fixed that. I thought I changed that. That's older. But Sweaty Minds has updated this week. We got some lore drop. We got a little bit of lore going on in the comic now. I've been wanting to get to this point for a while, so it's gonna be good. Where we're headed. Be ready. And of course, always check out what else is on the channel, which is the art block. That happens to be, what's it, every Sunday we do that? The art block the art block updates every Sunday. This Sunday, however, I think we'll have a different kind of video uploaded, so be ready and stay tuned for that. But other than that, let me get the music queued up. I forgot to do that. See, I always forget something. There's always one thing I might forget. Sometimes I'm on point and I get everything ready, but sometimes I forget. Sometimes I be forgetting. So we're gonna get some music up right now. All right. Boy Wonder, what's good? Happy Thursday and happy stream anniversary. Happy stream anniversary to you. I thought it was in October, but maybe I'm tripping. I didn't know it was September. I thought it was October. Let me see. Let's go to Big Bull's channel. We admire the anniversary because specifically a lot of people from that era of Twitch, they gave up. A lot of people quit, they dropped off, they didn't continue. So it's great to see that Boy Wonder is still pushing through and working hard to build his community up over there on his channel, and to see him really evolve and flourish within the Dead by Daylight community, Fortnite, and what's the other game, Marvel Rivals as well. So that's wonderful. Love to see it. Anyway, let's get this music queued up. Are we gonna do let's do Final Fantasy 13. I'm feeling Final Fantasy 13 vibes. Feeling Final Fantasy 13 vibes right now. All right, perfect. Fantastico. You know, people don't realize that it's people don't realize that it's not easy to get online and consistently post videos or live stream or just be an entrepreneur, period. And they don't realize that until they're the one behind the wheel or they're the one driving things, you know. Hold on, let me pause the music real quick because I just want to say this real quick. Because there was a video that came out with Tabitha Brown, and she was telling people specifically who are entrepreneurs to, you know, pack it up and get a 9-to-5, at least for now, or something like that. But the way she came off was very tone deaf, and I do find it very odd that so many people that are of a certain status, I don't know how rich she is, but if she is a wealthy person, they love to talk down and talk at people instead of providing actual comfort or resources. Not even comfort, just resources, right? So it's just like, okay, you're telling people to do this, but why? Why are you making this video? What is the issue here? You know what I mean? And who are you to tell people what to do? There are 300,000 unemployed black women here in America alone. So what are you really telling them to do? And how are you helping the community that you are basically berating in a very calm and nice tone or sarcastic tone? You get what I'm saying? It's mad weird. It's mad weird. So to me, when you're in a space like that, you have to be very mindful and very careful of how you're talking and how you're addressing people. I saw a video the other day, one of those Jubilee surrounded things, and it was like a capitalist versus 20 anti-capitalists, and it's the same rhetoric. These people get to a certain point, and once they are there, they just believe that everything and anything that they do or say needs to be gospel to the next person. And that's not how it works. I'm not going to sit here and tell anybody in chat or anybody in my life how to do something, or just have an attitude or a certain demeanor while expressing what I'm expressing. Because like, what was the point of Tabitha Brown getting on and saying that? Did someone say something to her? Because it obviously feels like a reaction to something else. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure previously, I think it was last year or earlier this year, she was having issues with money, and she was also telling people to not boycott Target. So what are we doing here, Ms. Brown? Are we supporting people when they need help, or are we telling them what to do when they're asking for help or trying to make ends meet? Because you telling people to stop boycotting Target for very legitimate reasons so that they can still be patrons of your products, it's crazy. While you're also telling people to go get a 9-to-5. Are you providing jobs to people? Are you providing resources for people? I would be less annoyed if she were to be providing, and even still the tone is still crazy, but I would be less annoyed if she was providing something, some sort of service to the community that would actually help them get a little higher up to whatever space or place they want to be. Oftentimes we see it in every industry, every area, even in smaller spaces like the streaming space, right? You see these people who have made, you know, a name for themselves or get to a certain point, and now they think they're the smartest person in the room. And let me tell you, the smartest people in the room are not going to be talking like Tabitha Brown is. The smartest people in the room are not going to be talking like the guy that was in the Jubilee episode, the capitalist in the Jubilee episode. The smartest people in the room are actually helping people more times than not. Not every person is like that, but more times than not, the smartest people in the room are helping people, like Amanda Seales. I'm not just saying that because I'm biased towards her, but legitimately, I do believe that she is one of the people that I feel is of a certain status, but also is of the people, right? She's not just gloating and telling people what to do without some sort of action behind it, right? She never gloats, so I should correct myself. She doesn't gloat, but she offers things, suggestions, and avenues for people to go down to get to a certain point in their lives, to form whatever comfort or blanket, safety blanket they need for themselves, financial safety blanket, political safety, whatever the case may be. And I know this from personal experience because I've spoken with her. And I was asking her when I met her, like, oh, how can I get more involved with X, Y, and Z inside the political Black radical movement and spaces? She told me where to go. She told me what to do. It wasn't like, oh, you don't know, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So in a world full of Tabitha Browns and all these other rich folks, these wealthy folks that like to tell people what to do and kind of punch down on the unwealthy, the impoverished, or any folks, the average person, the average American, the average whoever. In a world full of people like that, be an Amanda Seales. In a world full of people like that, just be kind. Just be kind. You know, that's all it is at the end of the day. I'm not even going to sit here and like rag on Tabitha Brown because I feel like that's the easy thing to do. It's like, oh, who are you to da. You know, I just would hope that in the future, if something were to happen to her, that she doesn't feel that level of dismissiveness and tone deaf rhetoric on her back, as she's been providing that to people for the last few months or so, especially when it comes to capitalism. So yeah, that's all I had to say on that. That was on my head, but right before I got on, because I was watching, I was like, what is going on? Like, she getting in trouble again? People are dogging her out or whatever. It's like, it's understandable if somebody's your favorite person, but nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're all flawed, freaky two-legged creatures. All right, so let's get into this art for real though. And I'm gonna turn this back on. Y'all can hear it, right? I feel like I can't hear it. I feel like I can barely hear it. All right, I hear it a little better now. Okay, it's a little louder. All right. All right. Ooh, The Blackening came out on Netflix today too. Or this week, rather. I don't know if it was today or this week in general, but I want to check that out. I totally forgot about that movie. Who made that? Was that Justin Simeon too, or that somebody else? I don't even remember. What? Oh, yes. Yes, it is my birthday month. Yes, I call it Habtember. Kay came in here yesterday and said her birthday is also the same day as mine. So I'm like, oh, shoot. She celebrates the whole month. Maybe I should do that too. In an oxtail. Nah, I need some vegetables and fiber. Give me some of that. 20K on TikTok was good. Wait. When is your birthday? What? I ain't know we was all September babies in here. Oh, shoot. I got a lot of twins out here. The 21st. Oh, close. I'm on the 24th. Another member of the community, theirs is on the 24th as well. But we the same week. Wait, is that the same week? I think it is. That shit on a Wednesday too. I'm like, ooh. Yeah, that's Sunday. That's that Sunday. You got any plans? What you doing? Are you still figuring it out? Everybody should celebrate their birthday all month. I mean, given the state of the world at this point, might as well. Mine as well. Shoot. What's the House of Prestige? What's that? Working on deadlines. You going to Europe? Oh, Euro trip. Oh, snap. This man about to go get some Jollof in London. This boy about to go, he about to become Supercell season 2. That's what he about to do. Speaking of, hold on. I don't think I've heard any news about Supercell season 2 at all. What's going on with that? That's what I need to know. Anybody got any information about Supercell season 2? Because they tripping. It's been 2 years. A mural festival in France. Oh shoot. Oh, this man big fancy man. Excusez-moi. I am looking for the mural because I am an artist. Please guide me to this. I am from another place of time. I don't know where the accent was going for a second. I kind of lost it. My man's gonna be over there talking about some omelette du fromage. Wife gonna be like, say it again, 20K. Omelette du fromage. Oh shit. You joined the ballroom scene. Wow. Well, that's wonderful. You gonna be doing death drops? Katrina. Here comes the hurricane. Here comes the hurricane. My man's gonna be, Boy Wonder gonna be up in there cosplaying. They're gonna be like, the category is mutants. This is funny. Funny good. That we're all doing some great and wonderful things. 20K going to France. Boy Wonder's part of the ballroom scene. Coco's doing her thing in SCO. I just joined the Black Men Build. You pre-ordered your birthday gift, Final Fantasy Tactics. You know what's so funny? I never played that one. My experience with Final Fantasy Tactics was Final Fantasy Tactics Advance on the Game Boy Advance all those years ago. And I feel like Nintendo and Square Enix just forgot about it. And I'm like, damn, that was my joint growing up. I felt smart playing that game. We was strategizing. Hold on, what happened to my... Oh, Lord. Hold on. Oh, my God. Okay, it's fixed. Let me save, by the way. It was like the pen froze for a second. You know, I don't see a lot of people talk about Advance. That's the funny part. Like, that's my favorite, but I feel like most of the people I know that play Tactics, they talk about that one. The one that's being remastered right now. But I was playing the mess out of that. I still have it too on the cartridge. That was like the only thing, that and like some of my, no, not some, all. That and the Game Boy Color games I have are the only things I have left from like childhood. So I used to have 64, PlayStation games, all that stuff. But that stuff gone. They need to do the same. This is what Nintendo Online needs to do. Just drop everything at once. Like this drip feed of random ass games that people never heard of. They just dropped something on the 64 the other day called something Hunters or something like that. I ain't never seen this game before. I ain't never heard of this shit. And they dropping that instead of Donkey Kong 64, Diddy Kong Racing. Hello? Smash Brothers 64. Hello? Like, what? Why are you not dropping the heavy hitters? GameCube looking bare, bro. Pokemon Coliseum, come on. Luigi's Mansion, Smash Melee. Come on. Come on. They dragging their feet, bro. I'm just like, what's going on? Let me run that company, man. We about to take over. I never played Striker, so I don't have a connection to it, but I'm glad that people that enjoy it have that. And of course, Wind Waker and F-Zero are great too. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, I feel like they are not really great at doing this online library service thing, whatever you want to call it, versus like Game Pass and PSN. PSN is doing a better job now. It was kind of like crappy before, but now they've got like some really good classics on there. No, I tried it for like 2 seconds. Not for me. I don't really like soccer games like that. Oddly enough. Well, not I, because it's not like I grew up playing soccer or nothing anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Because I've tried FIFA. I ain't like Rocket League, which is also just soccer. I don't like it. As far as sports games are concerned, like, I used to play a lot of basketball, sports games, and football. Obviously, skateboarding, Tony Hawk, all that stuff. I think I played MLB like once years ago. It was pretty decent, but I wasn't like, oh my God, this is the best experience ever. Because, low key, I miss the days of like, remember NFL Street, NBA Street? Remember that? Remember those games? Those was hard, bro. I used to play those a lot too. And there used to be a bigger variety of sports games. Like, you had NBA Shootout, you had NBA Live, you had 2K, you had it was a bunch of other ones. Like, I remember growing up having a lot of different basketball and football games. Now it's just Madden and 2K dominating the space. And then you got your little random offshoots, like 3-on-3 basketball, that free-to-play game. Somebody tried to revive NBA Jam, which was another great game back in the day. Blitz was amazing. Yeah, NFL Blitz was... Y'all played the mess out of that. I remember going to my uncle's house, or my aunt's house, really. It was both their house. But I remember going to their house when I was a kid, and he had that. Me and my dad was playing the mess out of it. You would have thought that was our house. You would have thought that was our game. Played the mess out of some NFL Blitz. They don't make sport games like they used to, man. They don't make a lot of games like they used to, be honest with you. But that's a whole different conversation, right? I just want us to go back. We're never gonna go back, but I want us to go back. I want us to go back to the good old days. 360 era. Xbox 360 era, GameCube era. Everything feels so mechanical now, for the most part. And even with the indies, right? Even with the indies, it feels like developers are chasing trends rather than making like really cool original stuff, like quirky, crazy, weird original stuff. And there's stuff out there. But what I'm saying is I feel like a lot of what you see across social media is like, here's cozy game number 42. Yeah, this one is about owning a shop and then you go outside and you have to talk to the neighborhood. Or this one is about, this other cozy game is about walking around and then you go on a hike. Oh, guess what? There's some farming involved. Oh, and this one's also about farming and you have to run your own farm. And guess what? You got to go in a dungeon and fight monsters. This one's about farming, but in this game, you get to pick up stuff and throw it around. You get to pick up houses. Like everything is a farming fucking simulator. Y'all remember Journey? Journey was one of the coolest games I played on the PS4 when it first came out. That's an amazing cozy game. And then everybody started copying off of that. It's like, damn, son. But I get it, you know. Success begets homage or iteration. I want to get the new one. There's a new game. It's not by the same people, but it's called Sword of the Sea. That's on PlayStation. So I want to get that because it looks really dope. And it's skateboarding. It's a dude literally skateboarding on a sword, surfing on a sword. Cried when you found out Street Fighter 4 would be 20 in 4 years. Wait, what? Street Fighter 4? Yo, I read that as Streets of Rage 4. I was like, Streets of Rage 4 just came out like 5 years ago. What is a good cozy game? I left for a few minutes. Oh no, I was complaining about how like, basically saying, happy belated Labor Day. Yo, they was outside, yo. Unfortunately, I did hear about some bad news. People got hurt at the parade, but hey, that's just how it is. Unfortunately, that's just how it is, right? They tried their best, but people always trying to do something. Honestly, I think it's a plant. I think it's a plant because there's no way something happens every single year. Every single year. I think it's the cops doing it. I ain't gonna hold you. I think it's the cops doing it. I think they be planting people. But anyway, Coco, no, I was just saying that like video games are in a very different place than they are now. I feel like a lot of people are just doing the same thing or stuff is like very robotic. So it's just like, for example, Balatro came out and now everybody wants to make a Balatro game. It's like, oh my God. And I was complaining about how most indie games end up being cozy farming simulators just with different flavors. So I'm talking about Journey on PlayStation. I don't know if it's still available, but that's a really cool cozy game. It's basically like a walking simulator where like you're this little creature and you're walking up. You're going from like the bottom of this desert and you're going through all these different areas. Like one level, like you're underwater avoiding a monster. Another level, you're like walking up this beautiful valley. And there's multiplayer in it too. I don't know if any people are going to be getting on it at this point, but like the way it worked, it was like you would just play the game and then randomly you would see people walking with you. And then y'all can like communicate with each other with the in-game language. And then like you have this long scarf because you would collect things, you could float around. It was really cool. And the spiritual successor to that is this game called Sword of the Sea, and I want that on PlayStation 5. You feel like it's a ritual, like Cabin in the Woods? Are you talking about that movie where it was basically like all the horror monsters was made by scientists? Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is your favorite cozy game. That's an interesting... I feel like cozy has its obvious definition, but I feel like anything could be a cozy game to you as long as you can like really sit with the game and kind of turn your brain off. I feel like a cozy game is a game where you can turn your brain off and just really relax. You're not getting stressed out while playing. You're not freaking out about things. You're not worried about time management or micromanaging little pieces of land or whatever. You're just vibing. or whatever a cozy game is to you. I feel like Diablo 4 is my cozy game when I played it a lot. At least I have over 800 hours in that, so you know it is what it is. NYPD, stay on the BS. You right. They always are. Nisha, what's good? Happy Thursday. Have you heard about Breeze in the Clouds? No, I haven't heard about that. It's a fighting game. Definitely haven't heard about that because I don't be on the fighting game scene like that. Fighting games be a lot. Sneaky Sasquatch. That sound like what you call it. That made me think about you remember Sneak King? Remember when Burger King made games? Y'all remember when Burger King made games? They had one called Sneak King. There was like 3 games that you would play. It was for the Xbox 360. Someone just told me, someone was just complaining about how all cozy games, basically you always farming and working. Right? It's like, what kind of freaky capitalist nightmare is that? Like you always working in a cozy game. Like what is that? What is that? Cozy game, you should be relaxing. The songs sound like R&B 80s and 90s instrumentals. Think Bobby Brown and Tevin Campbell. The game's visionaries are black developers. Why am I reading it in a tone? Was I singing just now? The black developers. Yo, we need a compendium of like every black game developer out there. Like I want all of them to be in a Discord together or some shit. You know what I'm saying? We need more black game devs. You still have a copy of Sneak King? I bet you a white person would pay you $1,000 for that. Somebody, there's a white YouTuber right now that's looking for a copy of Sneak King, and he will pay you $2,000 for that shit so he can make a video essay about how amazing the Burger King games was back in the day. I bet you. I guarantee you. Oh shit. You're working and doing labor after doing work and labor. Right. All right. And don't get me wrong, I like certain games like that, depending on, especially if it's an industry or thing that I'm not used to. Like how do you make a game called Power Wash Simulator and make it fun? Like me and Coco and one of our other former friends was playing Power Wash Simulator. We was washing walls for fun in a video game. Like what? There's got to be some psychology behind that, right? There's got to be some crazy psychology behind that. Motherfuckers really be just sitting there playing Power Wash Simulator, car simulator, car mechanic simulator, all kinds of stuff for fun. I'm sitting here having a blast, just going, "Ooh, we missed the spot." They did have one in Africa. They had an all black convention in Africa, and it looked like it smelled so good. It looked like it smelled so good. But there is you wait, hold on. You never heard of the Schomburg? They do a convention every year around like February. The Black Comic Book Festival. They do that here, and then there's I don't know if they're still around. Black Comics Collective. They used to do an event too. They did one at BAM like a few years ago. You're not a dummy, and not everybody know everything. I don't know everything. That's the great thing about being human. We still learning. We always learning. Yeah. Tap in, bro. I be knowing some stuff. Where in Africa, I have no idea. I saw a video on TikTok and it looked so cool because everybody was black and melanated, moisturized, and like they smelled like all the greatest scents. Ain't no dummies in this chat except for fools that try to come in here and troll. The Black Zine Fair, yeah, I heard about that, and that was like last month. I missed it because I had bookmarked it on Instagram. And I completely forgot about it. You been to the Schomburg? Yeah, the Schomburg is pretty cool. I haven't been up there in a while because it's in Harlem, and like you know what they say about people that don't live in the city. We don't be going to a city like that. It sucks because I don't think they're going to have another one anytime soon. Which means we need to do something. We need to make our own thing too. Make more, the more the merrier, right? I feel like it doesn't need to be one particular group doing one particular thing all the time. That's why, like, that's also, I'm not advertising. That's why I also enjoyed what Black Men Build was talking about at their orientation, because like they partner with other organizations. It's not just them. They communicate and fellowship with other organizations to do the things that we need to do in our community. You know what I'm saying? So, Ling, what's good? Happy Thursday. But yeah, just because there was one black zine fair doesn't mean that we can't have another one. We can have one right here in Brooklyn. Am I going to be the one to start it? No, because I already got 20,000 things going on. But we can find somebody else that's willing to lead it, and we can just assist them with different little tasks here and there. Boom. And then we can get kids involved too. We can get the young kids involved too to volunteer. You know what I'm saying? Like young interns, you know? That way you pull everybody into the space. Get the parents involved, all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. And you know what else we gotta do? We gotta hear a word from our sponsors. Support for Habbo Live comes to us from Patreon. Through the generosity of Habgoblins like you, the Habtoons Patreon helps fund these live streams, animated shorts, comics like Sweaty Minds, and other projects I'm currently working on. As a Habtoons patron, you'll be the very first to see the development of new comics, merch designs, and behind the scenes of great projects like my Choose Your Own Adventure interactive series. You'll also receive early access to upcoming video essays, game reviews, and creative projects, plus access to hundreds of posts with exclusive downloadable phone wallpapers, printable coloring books, our Habgoblin sticker club, and so much more. Not to mention entry into the private Habtoons Discord server where we host weekly virtual events. So join today for just $1 a month to support the growth of the chillest independent black art and media brand around, Habtoons. Support for Habbo Live comes to us from the Habtoons Shop. Ready to stand out and be the envy of your social network? Head on over to the Habtoons Shop for original prints, vibrant stickers, and bold apparel. Made for folks like you and me that like to color in and outside the lines. Just look at all these handsome people with my handsome art. Wow! Your cart is calling. Inventory rotates regularly, so grab your Habtoons gear before it's gone. Yes, yes, yes. We are very grateful for our Patreon supporters and supporters of the Habtoons Shop. Shout outs to the folks that recently joined on Patreon and for the folks that have supported the Habtoons Shop this week. If we can get another order right now in the chat, that would be amazing. We're trying to build it up. We're going to have some more things coming soon. Habtoons.shop is actually the link that you need to go to for that, even though habtoons.com/shop will still redirect you. That's the old link. Anyway, before we press on, I want y'all to tap that screen. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. Tap that screen. Let's get to at least, like, can we get to 1K on TikTok? That really helps out a lot. That prevents the algorithm from pushing us down into the abyss where we're not seen by anybody, because the goal here is to bring in more folks, bring in more people to talk to, and build this community so that we can do some amazing and fun things virtually and in person. If you are so inclined and have the means to do so, you can drop a heart me and join the team. We got a team thing. Our live goal is 15 galaxies. At 15 galaxies, I will do a stream of drawing requests. Yeah, if we get 15 galaxies over there, if you're on the YT side, I can't say the full name, hit the like button, stay active in the chat, share the stream on whatever platform you're on. We are trying to do our best here because I'm a one-man show. So if you can help me out, help a brother out. We're trying to be successful and get this thing going. But yeah, so conventions are a lot of work. Absolutely, 20K. When I went to the Schaumburg for the Black Comic Book Fest like 2 years ago, A few of my friends, a few colleagues was there, a few peers were there. And like, you got to stand there all day unless you don't have nobody with you. You basically standing there all day. You can't move from your booth. You got to pray to God that you don't, you know, miss a sale or whatever the case may be, because you got a lot of people walking around and you also got a lot of competition, quote unquote, to deal with. And yikes, man, that's a full day of work right there. You gotta, first of all, you gotta pay for the booth. If you don't live in the city that you are going to, presenting at or whatever, you gotta pay for your flight, your travel there. You gotta pay for a hotel if you don't got nobody to stay with. You gotta pay for the booth. You gotta pay for setup if you got people helping you out. You gotta pay for all the things to be printed and shipped. You gotta pay. There's so many things you are spending on, and it's like, oh, you ran a convention. That's even crazier. That's even more costly and stressful. As someone who does events on a smaller scale, small to medium scale, even on that, it's it's a lot. It's a lot of work. Shout outs to the entrepreneurs, right, Coco? Thank you so much. You understand, you get it. Fubu Games, for us, by us, for real, for real. Whatever happened to Fubu? Whatever happened to Fubu? Did they get in trouble? Did they do something? So I feel like that was all over the place back in the 90s and early 2000s. And then, wham, they was gone. You think they fell off? Somebody gotta bring it back. At least the phrase. At least bring the phrase back. I thought that was a great one. For us, by us. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Toot, shine, shine. Hush, hush. I don't know why that just popped up in my head. I don't know why that just popped up in my head. But I would love to see, like I said, like we were talking about, I would love to see more black game developers at the forefront who are making games that are actually, you know, for us within our aesthetics, and not just like, oh, I'm gonna make a game that white people want to play. Nah, nigga. I want to make a game that appeals to all. No. Make a game for us, damn it. Like Homeboy did with Tales of Kinzaro. Tales of Kinzaro Zao. That's the only game I know where it's just like purely African aesthetic and mythology. I don't think there's any other game out there with that. That might be the only game. No, I might be lying. Dandara, I think Dandara also was like that too. That's an indie game that came out from a Brazilian team a few years ago. I did fan art for it and they liked it. It was pretty good. It was a difficult game though. It's kind of like Celeste, because you get all these like complicated jumping mechanisms and puzzles and shit and boss fights. What is the game again? Tales of Kinzaro. Somebody type in it. Coco, type it in the chat. You beat it. Coco beat it. So she knows about a lot more about it than I do as far as like the gameplay and everything. I only played the demo, and I just know that the guy who made it was also on Game of Thrones or House of Dragon, and he was the voice of Bayek. Well, I think it's the same composer, Nobu Uematsu. I think that's his name. He did the music for Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. There's this one dude making a game where everything is based on music and rhythm, but it has. Oh wait, I'm thinking about something else. My bad. I read that in the context of something else. I didn't see your other comment. My bad. I don't know who's that. Do you know the name? Do you know the name? That sounds kind of cool. Music game with a Kingdom Hearts vibe, made by a black dude. Kinzara, yeah, I said it wrong. My bad, Kinzara, my bad. So Fubu went international in 2003. They withdrew from the U.S. market, came back a little bit in the 2010s. Oh, that's their problem. How you gonna withdraw from the market that made you? How you gonna leave us? Ooh. Who wants to do a little? All right, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Did I bookmark you? How do you get to your bookmarks on Threads? Oh, here we go. I was about to get tight. I was like, how do you get to your bookmarks on Threads? I don't think I bookmarked it. I did comment on another person's comment. Hold on, let me see. I want to ask y'all something. I want y'all to pay attention. If you're paying attention right now, put a blue heart in the chat. If you're paying attention right now, put a blue heart in the chat. Sword of Symphony sounds familiar. Also, while I'm looking for this, a mutual of mine, amazing artist by the name of Oscar Joyo. Check him out in Chicago, 9/13. First solo show. Check him out. I'm gonna post it on my socials and shit. I'm trying to find this other thing, this discussion that was put out on Threads. Okay. So I want y'all to talk to me. Not you typed out yo. All right, so this is from someone on Threads. They said, hot take. Into the Spider-Verse should have received the same worldwide fanfare as K-pop Demon Hunters, since Into the Spider-Verse literally rewrote how animation is presented on any screen. The reason is obvious. I find it difficult to participate in discussions about K-pop Demon Hunters as if the movie... Hold on, let me reread this. Hold on. I find it difficult to participate in discussions about the K-pop Demon Hunter movie as if it's the movie that changed animation. Before anyone says it, K-pop Demon Hunter music is top tier, but let's not forget Sunflower. That part I don't care about. So how do y'all feel about this? Do y'all agree with what this person said? That Spider-Verse should have received the same worldwide fanfare as K-pop Demon Hunters? There were some folks in the comments that tried to play this person and say it won awards. But if you are black and you're a fan of media, you understand what she's saying, what this person is saying. At least I do. Y'all picking up what she's putting down? I'm gonna read it again. Into the Spider-Verse should have received the same worldwide fanfare as K-pop Demon Hunters, since Into the Spider-Verse literally rewrote how animation is presented on any screen. The reason is obvious. I ain't seen K-pop Demon Hunters, but Into the Spider-Verse changed my life. That animation went so hard. I don't know about K-pop Demon Hunters. I've never heard of that, so I can't say. But you know about K-pop though, right? And you know the context of what K-pop is and what it's done within the music industry, as opposed to where it got its inspiration from. Right? I haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters either, but I do know that I saw more people going crazy over that than anything else for like the last month or so since it came out. They was even talking about it on the news. I wake up sometimes and I'll watch the news, like the local news, and they was talking about it on the local news. K-pop Demon Hunters in the daggone movie theater for a sing-along version. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's everywhere. I know more about it from just people talking about it than actually watching it myself, as far as it existing. as far as it existing. Am I going to watch it? Maybe at some point. But I'm just not interested in it, like generally. We need more organized Fulu Black art collectives to lift us up. We do. Y'all gonna have me up here talking for 3 hours straight about this. So the problem is, I agree with you. We should have more FUBU oriented art collectives in our community. The problem is that many of these art collectives that already do exist, they heavily lean in the capitalist archetype. So they're more concerned about making money than actually community building, providing mutual aid and resources, et cetera, et cetera. Don't get me wrong, all artists, anybody that seeks this as a profession, should be able to make a living off of what they do. However, if that is your main goal, then we have a problem. On top of the fact that a lot of the times, many of these Black curators or gallery owners or whatever the case may be end up going over to the white gaze, GAZE. So they're more concerned about, again, making that money. So they do things that bring in the blue-eyed folks so they can get the big grand grant money and inevitably move out of the neighborhood. There was one gallery that moved out of my neighborhood from that same exact process. So what we need to do as a people, if your gallery is struggling, and I talked about this in the art block last Sunday, the episode that came out, the death of the art gallery. If your art gallery is teetering on the leaning on the side of failure or is not doing well, then you need to open up to your neighborhood. Allow folks to use your space for local events. Have artists talk, bring in new artists. Stop using the same people. We shouldn't be seeing the same rotation of people over and over and over again. At some point, we need to see some fresh faces and hear some new voices, right? You need to engage with the kids, engage with families. You don't have to be a daycare center, but offer some public programming for families to visit and check out your space. Step outside of your space and integrate yourself with the community itself. Show up to other people's events. You know, we can fund ourselves. We just got to get our heads out of our asses in some regard for some people. And on the other side, we just have to look up. Because there, in my neighborhood alone, is mad artists over here. Just in Brooklyn, is mad artists of all different styles and aesthetics and mediums. But we have this dogmatic mentality of like every man for themselves. Everybody got to be, they're doing their own thing. Everybody's competition. It's like, no. We can do group shows. We can do something thematic. We can collaborate on things. It doesn't always have to be like, oh, I'm doing this over here. I'm going to stay in my lane. You go over there. You stay in your lane. No. That's why I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do with the art block the first time, was getting people on. I even tried to make an art collective. I was trying to start an art collective right here in Bed-Stuy. And by the time we got to the point where I was like, okay, we need to put up some money for it, everybody started to drop out. All of a sudden, nobody got time. Or all of a sudden, nobody got the energy. I was just talking about this the other day when I was dropping off my work for the exhibition. I was talking with the two other artists who are older Black individuals. And we were having this conversation about our community and how everybody complains but never want to take action due to whatever reason. Could be fear, could be comfortability, could be anything. And we have to step outside of that for us to really succeed. We have to step outside of that for us to really grow in the contemporary art space, because within the contemporary art space alone, we don't get enough credence to what we do. Is either looked at as not professional enough or not desirable enough, or it's treated as some sort of, I don't know what you want to call it. The first word that popped in my mind was zoo. And you know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like they take our trauma, they take our work, and they exploit it for capitalist ideology, the white gaze, GAZE, or any other self-indulgent purpose. Which is why I was so proud that Amy Sherrill pulled her work from the Smithsonian when they was trying to stop her from presenting. Like, yeah, it may be a little harder, but I think if we all put up, this is the idealistic thing, but if we all put up $1, you know what I'm saying? If a large group of us all put up $1, we could fund our own shit without having to have anybody else come in and try to manipulate it and control it because they have stake in it. Y'all get what I'm saying? I had to stop the music because I feel like this is something that we need to focus on for real. I talk about this all the time. Talk about this all the time. There are people that I considered colleagues and peers who are off in their own dreamland chasing non-black audiences because whatever reason, could be anything. You know what I'm saying? I got somebody in my mind right now. It's like, yo, nigga, like it's more than just Japanese cartoons and characters out there that you can follow. There's different aesthetics and themes you can go into. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas stay wanting to draw Goku in True Religion jeans, bro. And it's like we can do more than that. And it starts with the education. It starts with reaching our hands out too. We don't have to be, what's the word? Is proselytizing the word? That's the thing that popped into my head. Proselytizing. We don't have to be sitting up there on high looking down at people that don't know like whatever thing we know. I couldn't think of nothing off the top of my head. Like I don't want to ever be like a Tabitha Brown where I'm just like, you gotta do this. It's like, no, it's about bringing us in. I just saw a clip, funnily enough. I don't know what this show is. It was that same nigga that was in that Regina King clip where he was like, you put egg yolk in ice cream. He was talking about how chickpeas are garbanzo beans. And Tabitha Brown was like, are you for real? And I'm like, your reaction to things is a little troubling because how many people know that garbanzo beans and chickpeas are one and the same? That's not a common knowledge thing. That could have been an opportunity to not ridicule him, but to be like, oh yeah, this is what it is, and also blah, blah, blah. So when it comes to the arts, we should do the same. If somebody doesn't know about a particular aesthetic or style or artist or institution, we shouldn't ridicule them or make fun of them or make them feel bad for not knowing. We extend the olive branch and say, hey, here's what this is. Here's some additional reading or resources you can check out to really envelop yourself in this. That's how we bring people in. That's how we grow. A lot of the times all we do is we want to play the dozens all the time. We want to joke and shit on people, and then we turn people off and turn people away. And now they looking at us like some high sedity, high to now, entity. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back to just us being around amongst each other just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be some big extravagant thing or you gotta be showing off or whatever the case may be. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Again, I think proselytizing is the word. That might be the right word I'm thinking of. Because I guarantee you, I can say with all the confidence in the world, a lot of these folks just want to be white. They want to replicate everything and anything to not be who they were raised as. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And you see it all across the art world because that's the easiest path to success. If you follow their rules, you follow their aesthetics, you do the sob story, you talk about how rough it was for you, you make art that's full of trauma and dark stories and narratives, and boom, you with the big dogs, you in the big leagues, you sitting at the big table, you all over the news, you're nationally known, internationally known, to rock the microphone, ladies. All right, sorry. It's the path of least resistance. Exactly. And you know what? At the end of the day, you do what you got to do, but you shouldn't rub that in people's faces or make it seem like that's the only way or make it seem like any other possibility is stupid. It's really troubling to see that, especially within the art world, especially amongst artists. I feel like I always felt like artists were some of the smartest and most genuine and emotionally intelligent and mature people in the world. But that turns out not to be the case. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. There's a lot of bickering within the art community, especially amongst us, the kinfolk. There's so much going on that doesn't make sense. That's distracting us from doing what we got to do. I asked the question on Threads. I said, "Are you created for the kinfolk or for the white gaze?" GAZE. Here come all the Tom Nooks talking about some.
I create for anybody that likes to look at my work. I do whatever I want to do. I create because I.
Shut up. Shut up. It's like you chasing all of this for what? You chasing all this for what?
I am going to create because I'm going to.
It's like as soon as you mention anything about black people being together in a joyful experience or creating for ourselves or having some form of mutual aid or communication, celebration of each other, whatever the case may be, anything that is a symbiotic relationship amongst black folks, whether you're from Africa or the US or wherever, always somebody,
Well, you know.
there's always that one. There's always that one. It's like you can make work that is pro-black, and they're like,
Why are you making imagery like this?
go ahead and go keep drawing your ooh-woo characters, bro. Go ahead. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on. Your ooh-woo. The ooh-woo. Y'all know what the ooh-woo. Y'all know what ooh-woo is. Go ahead, keep drawing your ooh-woo characters. Go ahead. When it's time to make some moves or whatever, don't come looking at us. We tried to help you. We tried. Because I'm always about extending the olive branch, right? But that can only be extended but so many times. Eventually it's gonna snap. It can extend but so much. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I've been rambling about a whole bunch of things, so hopefully everything I said made sense. But for us, at bottom line, for us to really truly be a force to be reckoned with within the art industry alone, we have to start coming together. We have to start helping each other out, supporting where we can. It doesn't have to always be about money. It could be about the effort you make with showing up, helping out, being a physical presence, exchanging of skills, bartering, right? It's like, oh, I'll help you build this website if you show me how to draw X, Y, and Z. Oh, I can teach you how to code if you can teach me how to do a dance or whatever the case may be. Like just things like that. That's something that we should do. That's something we could do. Legitimately. So yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. My bad. I went on for like 14 minutes with that. I'm gonna read some of your comments now, though. I agree with illustrating the black experience, especially if it's not talked about regarding marginalized folks within the black community. But doing that for proximity to whiteness is crazy. Thank you. That was another phrase I was looking for. It was like proximity to whiteness is the biggest thing that we have a problem with in this community. Tabitha Brown been weird after that Target thing? Absolutely. Anybody that will tell you to stop boycotting something because they need to make money is a bozo. Straight up grade A bozo. It hurts for some of these folks to stay black. Yeah. It's like every time you say black, they're like, ah! It's like an exorcism or some shit. You gotta exercise that demonic white spirit. Black. That's what it feel like to some of these people, bro. I swear to God, they be tweaking. Black pride, black love. Ah! You know what I'm saying? They be going off, man. They be itching. They be itching, bro. The same thing in Staten Island. Yo, it's everywhere, man. It's so sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. But what we got to do is just find the right people to fit into the right places, and we can make moves. I'm telling you. That's all it takes, 20K. That's all it takes, Yo, Coco, Boy Wonder, Kunam, whoever else is in the chat. That's all it takes. Akira! Oh my God, Coco, that just gave me an idea. Oh my God, that just gave me an idea. Leave me alone! I had to write it down immediately because I felt like I was going to forget. Oh shoot, there go that puzzle piece on TikTok. Tap that screen, y'all. Thank y'all for the 1.8K. What? Unable to verify. What the hell? I was about to say, I'm not a robot. At least I don't think so. Got no strings. Akira. Ooh. What if her eyes were blue? Instead of black. I'm gonna play with that. Ooh, whatever that instrument is, I think that's a that's not a cello, is it? No. That's a no, it's not a, it's like a Chinese violin. It's something like very specific. I love that sound. So they had that in the entirety of the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. I can't remember the name of it. It's like a very specific instrument. Y'all hear that? Don't that sound? Ooh. I wish I knew how to play instruments, man. Musicians fascinate me. I don't think they're human. People that make music, bro, like legit, like artists. Like whoever's playing this motherfucking this instrument right here, that's an alien. That's an extraterrestrial. I also want to clarify, I don't say all those things to say that like we need to be completely removed from the world like Wakanda was in the first movie of Black Panther, because I do believe that the true way to like full worldwide revolution is through coalition building with different groups. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be one group that changes the world. We just need to, change our world first before we can really like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get ourselves together, be of one voice and one mind. At least a good chunk of us. You get what I'm saying? Like, what is this I'm keeping? But I do believe like true worldwide revolution will come when different factions, different groups come together and, kick the hornet's nest. And we all pick our positions in that fight, in that battle, right? For me, it's the propaganda, because the other side, the opposition, the enemy, works diligently on propaganda. When you think about it, look at all the stuff that's been happening within the last year. They work diligently on propaganda. They work diligently to change the way things look, sound, and feel. And it works for the people that it needs to work on. And we got to do that too. We're not going to meme our way through revolution, but the things, the artwork, the true, real, like homemade, human-made artwork that we create will have an effect. You know what I'm saying? EJ, good evening. This is Bemi. Say hi to Bemi. Don't get too close though, because she bites. She will bite. You bite back? Oh shoot. Gotta watch out for you. She is very mischievous, Coco. She is. I kind of like her eyes being that color. I ain't gonna lie. It has a different. It's such a subtle and very simple change, but it feels nice. It feels nice. Oh, excuse me. Make sure TikTok can see all of that too, because YT gets to see all of the entire screen. I tried to use Streamlabs to dual stream to both platforms, but every time I would do it, something glitchy would happen. So now I'm forced to use the TikTok Studio app, which I'm not really a fan of. But hey, French horn, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to remember the name of this. That violin sounding instrument, because it's not like a regular violin. It's a very specific instrument. I think it's something you stand up and play. I swear to God. I'm trying to find out. I don't know. I'm trying to, because it was like a very specific instrument. Because I think it's the same. No, never mind. I was gonna say I think it's the same one they used for Avatar. Like, no, that's a completely different joint. The Avatar one is completely. I like the sound of that one too, though. I'm gonna look later. It's gonna take the whole night. But no, Final Fantasy 13 I think has the best. The whole trilogy has like some of the best music. I'm not even gonna say video game music. Some of the best music you can hear in a game. Just bet like it's just period. Like it's just amazing. That and Cyberpunk 2077 has a good soundtrack. Both Red Deads, though I prefer the music in Red Dead 1 first over Red Dead 2. Mass Effect, the first Mass Effect, got some really good songs on there, some good tracks. Journey, that game I mentioned earlier, that has some good songs on there. I'm trying to think, what else? That's it off the top of my head. But yeah. I'm trying to figure out. So I want to do purple. I want to do purple in the back. But like a deep purple. Yeah, that's the name of a band. Like a deep purple. Yeah, I think that's a good base to start with. Contrabass? How you did that? What did you type in? They should, don't they list instruments too? String instruments used in Final Fantasy 13. That's what I'm saying. There should be like a full list too. It might be that. It might be that contrabass. Hold on, I might have to skip this one because it might flag me. Nah, now Loki want to play 13-2. 13-2 is my favorite one. Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, Final Fantasy 7 is the best. Oh my god, Final Fantasy 7 is the best game ever made. Da, 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 da. The Favela Nova Chrysalis saga wants a word with you. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna argue about that. No, it's not up for debate. It's not up for debate. Hold my beer, as they say. We're gonna get up out of here though, because I wanna get up off this desk and finish this later at a later time. I feel like I start a lot of stuff up here, end up finishing it like weeks or months from when I started. Like I think I just put something out that I started like 2-3 months ago. But thank you all for pulling up. Great conversation tonight. That really excites me when we can have some really amazing conversation in the chat.
Baja, baja.
And like I said, that Patreon stress test stream will be probably around 12 or 1 tomorrow instead of 10 because I got something to do. But other than that, everything is still on schedule. So pull up on Saturday. Hold on, let me get these things up. Pull up on Saturday for the art exhibition and block party with Magnolia Tree Earth Center, Fulton Art Fair, the Free Black Women's Library, Laundromat Project, Brooklyn Museum on Wheels, and so many other organizations coming to create a wonderful experience for everybody in the neighborhood. It's also a fundraiser for the Magnolia Tree Earth Center. So all the work that's purchased in the exhibition will go towards the boiler. They're trying to get a boiler for the building. And yeah. Habtoon Shop is up and running. Shout outs to the folks that have supported it this week. Let's get some more folks up in there. We got apparel, we got art prints, we got stickers, we got digital comics coming soon, and more apparel coming soon. So, do what you got to do. Pull up to the event, pull up to the Habtoon Shop. Oh, there's no Discord events happening right now. I don't know why I pressed that. That was an accident. Sweaty Minds, also, check that out. Go read it. Read the comic. Updates every Wednesday. Drop some lore on this one. So I'm excited to, put some little nuggets out there. If you're picking up on the things that have been going on, we've seen some creatures popping up in different comic strips. What could that be leading to? Ooh. And also support the Hab block, the art block. That's every Sunday, even though this Sunday there'll be a different kind of video up, and I'm excited to do that. I have an idea of a thing that I'm going to do. But yeah, the art block is a podcast by yours truly where we talk about all things concerning the contemporary art space additionally through the Black lens as well. But yes, thank you for putting those links in the chat on YT Coco. I appreciate that. And for the folks on TikTok, I appreciate y'all as well for tapping and all that good stuff. But that's going to be it for me. Like I said, any other thing that I talk about, I'm going to post on the socials, like my mutuals solo art show that's happening on the 13th. We're going to talk about that more at a later date. But yeah, y'all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, whatever you choose to do and wherever you are. Hopefully you are safe, sound, and secure. And until next time, until we see each other again, stay true, stay you. We out. Deuces.
Baja, baja.